What's good, YouTube? Clutch Moments back with another video today, and today we're going to be making a video on Karl-Anthony Towns. If y'all don't know, basically yesterday Karl-Anthony Towns was in a Devin Booker jersey, and apparently there's a lot of bad blood in Minnesota's internal locker room right now. So basically there's not good relationships. We already know what was going on with Andrew Wiggins. He said he didn't want to be there, which he'll probably get traded to. So Karl-Anthony Towns, I mean, if I was Minnesota, I'd try to keep him, make him happy, man. You still got 2 years of control on him, but it's not looking too good right now. So we're going to go ahead and hook him up with the Boston Celtics, which could take them over the top, which they might go to the finals. I doubt they'll win the finals. If they go there, Houston or Golden State will probably kick their ass. I just have that feeling. But next year, going into next year, you'll have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and I got somebody from Boston going to Minnesota who hasn't even played for Boston yet. So let's go ahead and hop into this. We're going to go ahead and break down the trade. First player, Terry Rozier. He's kind of been a breakout player since Kyrie's been gone. He brings a really high offensive energy. Defense, it's okay. It's not that great, but Boston's all-around good defensive team. But when you look at Minnesota, what do they truly need? Do you want to keep Jeff Teague around? I mean, I know you gave him this contract, but you probably want a young point guard. I know Tyus Jones is a decent talent, but he's not going to take over. He's always going to, you want him as your role guy. Terry Rozier, maybe he becomes something, a star point guard. I wouldn't say star, but I say he could average 19 points per game. Something like that. He's going to bring you something. So that's a very valuable piece for Minnesota. And you know, when you trade for a star, you never get back the same amount as what you gave to the other team, like Karl-Anthony Towns. Okay, then in 2018, this year's draft, they'll get the unprotected first-round pick, which will not be that high. Their pieces, their draft pieces aren't as good as it was last year and the year before, but because it has some things attached to it. Grizzlies, this pick right here, 2019 Memphis Grizzlies pick, if it falls outside of, I believe, like the top 8 or something like that. So that'll probably happen. I don't expect Memphis to be back in the dumps. I mean, I doubt Mike Conley and Mark Gasol will be hurt again. And if they get another scorer like Michael Porter Jr., I guarantee they won't be in the top 8 again. So they'll probably get that pick. And if they don't, it turns into a unprotected pick in 2020. So yeah, I know it's a few years, but yeah. And the 2019 unprotected, their own 2019 unprotected first-round pick. And here's the one that really completes the trade, because they definitely wouldn't make this trade without this piece. Gordon Hayward. So basically, you're trading Gordon Hayward, who's never played in a Boston Celtics uniform. Just think about it. It may sound crazy, but Boston Celtics, it's too late to turn back and go back to Gordon Hayward in the starting lineup. Where are you going to put the dude? Well, it's just like, you're not going to put him anywhere. You're not going to put him at power forward. I mean, come on now. You wouldn't be able to handle anybody down there. Jason Tatum's already shown too much. I would argue that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will be better than Gordon Hayward next year. Be more complete players. I mean, look at what Jaylen Brown's doing. I mean, he's completely taken over with a few 20-point games, but his how good he has been, and it's just, he's been great for the team. Tatum also, you know, he has had those streaks in this series versus Cleveland. I mean, he's been amazing. The dude's create for himself. There's not space for you to hold on to a $30+ million contract off the bench. I'm not putting him in the starting lineup. I think they trade Gordon Hayward. It might not be in this trade, but I think they do trade Gordon Hayward. The team would give up some assets. You don't have to salary dump. Somebody really would take Gordon Hayward. He's only 28 years old, so he's in his prime. And basically what Boston gets, Karl-Anthony Towns, $6 million, 2 years of team control, so that's pretty impressive. Another team I think that could trade for him is Phoenix. You know, we saw him in the Devin Booker jersey, but we'll see what happens with that. It's kind of like trade a big man for big man. Ayton will go number 1. So, and this is a good for Minnesota. They get to dump off Gorgie Dang's $14 million. So basically, Gorgie Dang is making $14 million over like the next 2, 3, 4 years, something like that. I think it's 3 years. So that's big for them. They get to dump off the cap because they wouldn't be able to take on Gordon Hayward with everybody else going on. They'll trade Andrew Wiggins. That's why I am a strong believer they'll trade Andrew Wiggins. That's why they'll take on Gordon Hayward, because it'd be a similar situation that he is in Boston. So I think this is a really good trade. for both sides. Yes, you get to dump off a little salary, so you're not taking on too much because you know you paid some guys some stuff here. And Gordon Hayward, you know, sorry, dude. It's unfortunately you got hurt, but you know it's too late to turn back. Tatum, they're too much talented.